Hello everybody, I'm Dead Videos and welcome to Terraria. Wasting no time here, because we're on expert mode. I already see there's a chest down here, I'm going to go grab this. So I just generated this world, this is an expert mode world, and we will be playing through it. Why is my inventory not working? Oh, because I switched the buttons, right. Gotta remember that I switched the buttons. Okay, now how do I get out of here? Well, first of all, we can gather up this wood. So, this is expert mode, and this is Terraria 1.3, as you may be able to tell. And actually, we can just mine out of here. And I thought I might come down and play some Terraria tonight, because, well, it's a game that I've definitely played a lot of. I definitely know what I'm doing when it comes to Terraria, or Terraria, or Terraria, however you want to say it. It's all the same to me. Doesn't really matter. So, this is Expert Mode, something new that was added in 1.3. Expert Mode is a mode where basically all the monsters do double damage, they have double health, and you are about the same, meaning it's much harder. And some of them even have new AI, which is actually pretty slick. And I believe there are some exclusive items. This is my second foray into Expert Mode. My first was with a friend, but he's been away for a long time. Or not a long time, but he hasn't been around lately, so I haven't been able to play that world, so I haven't actually had much experience with Expert Mode. Although I have had much experience with Terraria in the past. I thoroughly played 1.2 when it came out. I got every item, period, in 1.2. So, yeah. I've played Terraria for well over 700 hours. Or approaching 700 hours, one of the two, I can't remember which. And yeah, should be fun. I am playing with a mouse and keyboard. I am not playing with any kind of controller or mobile device. The reason that you see the yellow block there controlling my cursor is it's because that is smart cursor. I can do it with this, but it's just that much faster to do it with this. Because I don't have to do anything when it comes to this. So, I'm not entirely sure what we got from that chest. We got throwing knives, shurikens, swiftness potions, and bottles. Alright, cool. That's a pretty good set of gear. I'm overall just going to try and avoid enemies for the moment. Because, again, this is expert mode. They will kick your ass if you're not prepared for them. At the moment, we are not prepared. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Moving along. There's nothing down there, is there? Oh, there's iron. At least I think that's iron. Could be silver. Okay. So what we're doing right now is something that a lot of the better players will always do is when they start out, they immediately just run to the left and right to try and find as much loot as possible. Just like that, you don't have to go down very far. You usually find chests near the surface of things. What the hell is this? Armored radar. Detects enemies around you. I will take that. That's new. I've never seen that before. I say, when I tell you something is new in 1.2 or versus 1.2 versus 1.3, you can probably believe me. I do kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. When it comes to Terraria, I actually know what I'm talking about, believe it or not. So this will be a series, there may be some death. Expert mode is harder than normal mode. Oh, shit. Expert mode is harder than normal mode. That's why I'm playing on softcore at the moment. Instead of where I usually play medium core, because medium core, well, in medium core you drop all your items when you die. These are some tall trees. I like these trees. I like these trees right here. So in medium core, you drop all of your items when you die. In soft core, which is what we're playing now, we only actually drop our money. And you only drop some of your money, you don't drop all of it. So I figured we would play soft core for this because A, I'm alone, and when you're playing medium core alone, it can get pretty difficult to keep a hold of your items sometimes. See, here we have another chest with a wooden boomerang. Fantastic weapon. Builder potions and silver coins. Excuse me, Mr. Blue Slime, I'd rather not aggro you. So yeah, even the humble blue slime, which normally only has about 25 HP, in this has 50. And green slimes, with normally rocking about 10, have 28. I'm going to avoid the antlion for the moment, even though I could kill it, because once you get into the desert, there's really not that much there. And there's a new biome in the desert. I haven't seen much of 1.3, but I know that there is a new biome in the desert that spawns antlion, like actual antlion enemies, not just antlion guards. Oh, so this is another new thing. This slime has something inside of him, and I want it. It was copper ore. Fancy that. So enemies will now pick up money that they walk over, and slimes tend to spawn with just random things, like, in them. Uh-oh. This is not good. Give me a second here. Need to get out, get some oxygen. See why I couldn't get across this. Looks like this is not an even cave. As I suspected, it's not. There we go. And out the other side. Just in the nick of time, too. So we got a wooden boomerang. That is significantly better than most other starting weapons we could have gotten. A spear wouldn't have been too bad, but a boomerang is workable. And we also got a significant amount of potions. Looks like we got recalls, iron skins, lesser healings. That's going up there. Builder potions, swiftness potions. All of these are good things. These are good things to get us started. I'm not quite sure where I want to start my base, but that is a very important thing, is to start your base early. You do not want to be caught out at nighttime, especially in expert mode. Although I am going to actually go down here and mine this down here. It is iron ore, okay. So, if you're probably wondering, it's like, well, if you played 1.3, how come you just got an achievement for the first thing you ever do? It turns out the achievements do not work in multiplayer. Some of them do. For example, what are they? The ones I got, like the grappling hook one. That one does work in multiplayer, but most of them actually don't work in multiplayer. And I know this because as soon as I started my multiplayer world in single player, I got about 300 achievements, which was pretty entertaining. So, yeah. You'll also notice we are wearing a different set of clothes than we normally are when you start. I think these are different. I'm not sure. So in 1.3, because in 1.3, they added the option to choose new styles of clothing when you make your character for the first time. So, I went with this one. I cannot for the life of me remember if this. Actually, this looks like the default one to me. Dang it. There's like, for men, there's a trench coat, it looks like. I thought it was a suit at first, but I realized the suit wasn't closed. And it was way too baggy, so it looked more like a trench coat than it did a suit. For women, there are proper, like, dresses now, which is pretty good. You don't have to get the gypsy dress to have a dress in the game now. Oh, that's a rare butterfly right there. It's a shame I can't get that butterfly. Love how it's just like, oh yeah, it's a rare butterfly right there. Oh, so this is another new thing. NPCs in 1.3 now defend themselves. And thus, by defending themselves, they also defend your house or your creations early in the game. So, the guide, I think we'll build here. Because the recall potion will also take us here, because this is spawn. So we will start building here. At the very least, we're going to build a little shack here to help us get through the first night. Because this game is dangerous. Where's the sword? There's the sword. I will take the sword. And throw away the copper one. There we go. So one of the first things you want to do is upgrade your sword to a wooden sword. It's much better than the copper piece of shit that they give you to spawn with. And, you know, that's just what it is. You used to not start with a sword, so, you know. You kids and your ungratefulness for starting with swords. Back in my day, we didn't have swords. So this is actually something else that's actually really good. We can pick up a few of these. Sunflowers now, in 1.3, instead of just stopping corruption from moving, they also give an area buff, kind of like campfires do, in that they, I believe, yes, movement speed is increased and monster spawns are reduced. This is a very useful thing to find immediately in expert mode. So we're going to put down a few of these to just kind of blanket the area, so that no matter where we are in our area, we have that effect. So this should never actually go away. If I'm guessing correctly, it's like the new status effects in that it goes about 100 blocks in either direction. So, yep, we should be good. This entire area now is more or less protected. And it looks like we might actually have a chest over here. Oh, we also have immediately corruption. This is not good. Oh, this is not good at all. Okay, so we're going to have to build a wall immediately in that area, because otherwise we're going to have to deal with corruption. There's one enemy nearby. There are no enemies nearby. I'm guessing it spawned an Eater of Souls to come after me while I was over there. That's not good. That's not what we wanted to see. We did not want to see corruption that close to our center. I've never seen corruption that close to the center. In fact, where is the center? It's right here. Yeah, I have never seen corruption that close to the center of the map. And there's nothing here that would prevent it from going this way either, so we're going to have to do that ourselves. Now, it is properly nighttime, and we have not built a shelter yet. So, that's not good. We're just going to start with something real cheap while I get everything else set up. So, the way I'll be doing this series, as far as editing and things go, is it's likely that I'll basically just be playing the game. And if something ends up being slightly boring or tedious, such as house building, I will remove parts of it, essentially, in editing, and so you'll only see the good bits. Or, when we're decorating, if you want to, leave me comments and I'll leave in the house building bits, so you can see how I build my houses. Which, they're not too great, but I've been working on it, you know. I've been making better houses ever since I started playing again. And I think they're pretty good. So there's that. We're also going to build us a bow, because we found some arrows in one of those chests. So now we've got multiple weapons here. Did we get a weak wooden boomerang? Okay. Best knockback is the boomerang at the moment. Oh, the demon eye's in the house. That is not a good thing. We're going to die. Oh, we might hold it out, actually. As I did not expect the demon eye to get into the house. That's not something I expected to happen. I mean, they are pretty good at making their way through doors, but usually it's pretty rare that they actually manage to do that. The wooden sword actually got better knockback than anything else. Well, we're going to find out on this guy. Oh, that's a bunny. Not an enemy. I thought that was an enemy. Alright. Let's get some light in here. So we can actually see. Sorry if it's so dark on YouTube. I'm sure it is, knowing YouTube's compression. So, let's get set up immediately here. Start by getting rid of things we do not need. Oh, I have grenades. That would have been nice to know. Let's see, gel, that can go in ammo. I've already got a gold coin. Well, there we go. I don't know how I got a gold coin already. Must have been in the chests. So I've got some money, and then some enemies I've got some money. Iron ore, copper ore. Not bad, not bad. So we need stone before we can really do much else. Although, how much wood I got? 208? Yeah, I'll make some wood armor. Not a bad idea to have some armor. Even if it is just wood armor, it's still 6 defense, which is actually only 3 because of the armor. More of this is because of the radar is doubling our armor at the moment, so it's pretty good, I'd say. Yes, because yes, the boots don't actually give you any defense from with the wooden set, but the set bonus gives you 1 defense. So it's essentially like every piece gives you 1 defense. Appear to be out of torches. I see that zombie coming towards me. So this is something else new. Zombies now spawn with weapons occasionally. I'm not sure if they ever drop the weapon. I've never seen it drop. But I would imagine it probably does drop. Probably rarely, though. Oh yes, this is much better than our boomerang. Oh, really? There's a... Death weight is blooming. I want it, but we're so close to corruption that I can get it whenever the hell I want. Ah, yes. So this guy was added in 1.2. The zombie with a shield. So annoying. He takes less damage, but not by much. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello. Well, good to know. We're too close to the corruption. Backing up. Thank goodness for those sunflowers. Look how fast they're making me move. You could stay over there. Jesus. Oh, we're down to 121 bows. Oh, Jesus Christ. Arrows, not bows. The bow fires arrows. Arrows don't fire bows. Pardon me again. My breakfast is sneaking up on me here. That's not a good thing. Anyway. Does the moon look awfully red to you? Well, it could be worse. It could be a blood moon. What is the guy doing? I guess I'll let him get into the house. On that side. There isn't a hotkey for that, is there? I wish there was a hotkey for this. I don't think there is. Throwing weapons, funnily enough, are very effective against zombies. Let's get a place for the guy to actually sit so he can stop pacing around like a maniac. So, when building houses that only have one kind of wall in them, it's very useful if you use the smart cursor, because it'll fill in all the gaps for you. And it won't go through the wall. Unless your door's open, then it'll go through the wall. Okay, yes. I figured I need a chair. Alright, there we go. So now there's the proper house here. The guide should move in here. He'll walk in here and help us defend this area. You get him, guide. Look how much damage he does. He does ridiculous quantities of damage, the guide. It's pretty amazing. All the different NPCs actually fire different things, which is actually kind of cool. We'll see that as we go forward. They fire things that make sense for their character, which is pretty cool. Let's see. What else do we need? Well, we can put down our chest, I suppose. There we go. Quick stack in there. Put our money in here as well. Yes, I see you, Demon Eyes. I don't really want to fight you at the moment. I'd rather not fight Demon Eyes at the moment, given the choice. Although I do need to go outside and get some stone to keep this moving forward. And one more ought to do it. There we go. Look, an explosion of money. So in expert mode, enemies also drop more money, and to my knowledge, sometimes drop exclusive loot. Exclusive to expert mode, that is. We've got 10 gel, we can make 30 torches. Hello, zombie. Yes, normal zombies now have 80 HP. It means they can survive a grenade to the face. Which is pretty surprising, actually. Normal zombies have about 50 HP in the normally in the game. They can go anywhere from, I think, 40 to 60 normally with standard modifiers, as all enemies have modifiers. They can be bigger, they can be smaller. But in expert mode, 80 seems to be about the standard there. There are 2 enemies here. Oh, Jesus, hello. If I happen to hit the guy behind you, that's fine with me. Throwing knives are a very effective weapon, as it turns out. There are a lot of zombies coming this way. Let's keep moving. I'm not sure why I'm going this far afield. I could have just gone right next to my house and mined some stone. But, oh well. I'm a crazy person, apparently. I want to keep at least one of these grenades, because if you have a grenade in your inventory, and you have an open house, as in a house that doesn't have anybody living in it, which we'll get around to building another one in a minute, the demolitionist will arrive, and he will sell you more bombs. Funny how that works. Hello, guys. Let's keep moving. Okay. I don't like the odds of this. Hoi! Goodbye. Looks like we're almost daytime here, and then we can go out and get some better equipment from the right-hand side of the map. We can keep heading right, I should say. Back to where we actually can find some stone on the surface and mine that. Oh, there's a star right here. I want it. Get off my lawn. Alright, so let's take a look at the map real quick. So there's that cave that we found. That's really about it. There's some surface stone there. There's another cave going down this way. This one looks smaller though, like it'll probably stop. Probably around here. Or it'll widen out. Oh, what just opened? The door. Jesus Christ, guide. Well, it's daytime now, so let's head into that cave there and do some spelunking, shall we? I'm actually going to take one of these chests with me. We're going to set up a base camp right outside of that cave, and we're going to mine there for a while. Man, I love those sunflowers. Their buff is so great. And now it's back to slow mode. So, yes, you can tell the music has changed and it's now daytime. And also the fact there's no zombies actively trying to eat me, which is quite nice. I actually really like this radar thing. It's really great, actually. Hey, look, a worm. Oh, look, more surface stone. This actually is like the perfect place to start setting up a base camp here. So I will build this on camera, and you viewers will have to let me know in the comments whether or not you want to see me build the rest of the things on camera or not. Okay, let's see. We're gonna need a workbench here. Oh, so a lot of you that actually know the game are probably wondering, well, what class is he going to be? Because there are now classes in this game. I mean, there's been classes in this game since... Ooh, 1.0, maybe? Was when we added things like the Wall of Flesh. Actually, no, I think the Wall of Flesh was added 1.1, I want to say, when the Wall of Flesh was added. I genuinely do not remember at the moment when the Wall of Flesh was added. I know it was a long time ago. But ever since we've had the Wall of Flesh, we've had classes. The three classes were the melee, the range, and the magic user. Oh yes, I forgot. I've now aggroed this guy. Oh well, he's gone now. So I will be doing a jack of all trades build, where I don't specialize into any given thing. But I'll basically collect the accessories for every class and switch on the fly when I need to. Where's this guy gonna land? He's gonna land there, okay. Hey, how about that? A single copper bar. Not enough to make anything with, nor is that enough to make anything with the iron. Well, actually I could make a trapdoor, but that's not really any point to that now, is there? Actually, I can't think of something to do with that. Yeah, it's all my iron, but I don't really need it at the moment. Besides, I guarantee you we're going to go spelunking here in a minute, and we're going to find more iron. Let's see. Wood, platform, hammer, dirt, stone, and rope. There we go. And trapdoor. This is also new in 1.3. you have a trapdoor that opens up and down instead of left and right, and it's only 2 wide, which means it's just long enough for your player to go through it. Come on, slime. There we go. Alright, let's get work on getting this blocked off. Yes, it doesn't need to be too wide, but I enjoy building in this game. And this will also prevent enemies from ever opening this door. Because if you do not know, there is a event, essentially. In fact, it is an event in this game that happens early on called the Blood Moon. There's nothing that really prevents the Blood Moon from happening. And it is kind of devastating. Basically, all enemies get a buff to their strength, and they spawn everywhere. And they will also break down your doors, meaning they are much more dangerous than normal. But if you have a double door, they can't physically break it down. So, that's what I like to do. I think this will actually end up being our home, as well as our base camp for mining, because, I don't know. The guide can have that little house I built him. It's not really anything special, but he can have it. For the moment, enemies will still spawn in here, because it's, for those of you that don't know, Terraria, you might think it's like a 2D Minecraft. You would almost be correct in that. Ooh, there's iron in the ceiling. Well, that's gonna have to change. I'm gonna need that. Excuse me, ceiling, I need your ore. Sounds really weird. This is actually enough iron here to actually do something with, I think. Especially if I hadn't used up my iron already. Oh well, trapdoor's nice and it'll add some security to the house, so I'm not gonna complain about having built it. How many arrows I got left? 106? Let's grab some more stone as well. I see the copper in the ceiling above me. For the moment, I'm ignoring it. I plan on avoiding copper tools and just going straight to iron. Well, I'll mine copper when I need to, but I'll try and avoid it for the most part. I mean, it makes a good decoration, that's for dang sure. Let's see. Yeah, we'll use more wood for this. Actually, we'll use dirt. Make it look like the mountain never actually was open here. Yeah, so I've already got a little plan going for the inside of this house. And without saying too much, so that you can see it instead of having me tell you, it'll basically look like a mountain from the outside, but the inside will all be wood and stone and look nice. And, you know, feel a little bit more homely than just dirt walls. Also, another difference between Terraria and Minecraft is that Terraria has infinitely better combat. The combat in Terraria is just so much better than Minecraft. This is a little bit difficult. I say at the moment we don't have any tools for building, so building is a little bit more difficult than it should be. But we work with what we got, and that kind of works. We'll probably take down some of this random rope around the house at some point, but for the moment, it's fine. Fine for me, anyway. Let's go get some wood while it's still daytime.